I've been having some very profound thoughts on my life's journey, basically. I have been sitting in these energies for a few days now. Very deep I've been going, and I know that we've got a new moon coming up at the end of the week, and I know that there's lots of planets moving into Aries, and I'm not an astrologist. I do enjoy listening to astrology, and I do like researching how that affects me personally. However, I don't have the knowledge retained as far as the global setting of that. So I can't really comment on it specifically for this reading. However, I do know that for me particularly, I've been going through it and I've been having some thoughts and lots of healing, lots of realizations, and lots of feeling like I really need to make a decision on my purpose and path. And even I feel emotional now because I've been sitting in it today, and I'm normally one of those people that just do all day long. I don't stop. Thank you, Spirit. I had to rest today. I literally rested for 2 hours. I did nothing. I laid on my bed. I researched different things like I do on spirituality, on astrology, that sort of thing. I'll leave it at that. We've got one out of there. And I didn't do the normal things that I do. So I just felt like I needed to allow myself that. And the reason I'm sharing it with you is because if you're feeling that way, I'm giving you permission to do the same. And you're like, who is she to give me permission? But I'm here to tell you that it's okay to do that. And in fact, I feel like we should allow ourselves to do that, because that's the way that your intuition is going to speak to you. And you're going to actually be able to be present to hear it. So that's just my little thoughts on what's been happening lately. This one I wanted to pull out. So I thought I'd share that with you because this is the reading I'd like to do. Even though I got some cool new cards this morning, I'm so excited about them, but it's not the message that I feel that I need to bring today. So the reason I started this channel was because I love reading tarot and oracle cards, and I want to do it all the time, but I don't really have that much to, ask Spirit about for myself. So I thought, why not do it for the wider community? And I love watching the other tarot readers on YouTube. And the second reason was to share my wisdom and knowledge of my journey, my total reset of my life, and the wisdom that I've gained through that. And hopefully I can help someone who may need it. So that is my why. So I thought I'd ask Spirit, what is our journey? I even wrote a little embrace your true path, because that's the message I was getting today. And I normally write it down when I'm receiving it. So that's what I wrote down before the reading, embrace your true path. So if you're seeking a message in regards to that today, hopefully we can bring some clarity to you. The first card that came out was from the Mystical Journey Oracle, and it's number 7, so if that's meaningful to you, and it's Divine Gateway. So I thought I'd read from the book, because even though we can get an idea of the meaning of the card based on the imagery and the number, and also obviously what text it has, sometimes the book just brings some extra value to the message. So it says, divination. Ancient myths and legends talk of places of power that hold within them portals to other dimensions that are beyond our wildest dreams. However, with the right preparation and mindset, we can visit these dimensions and return with sacred knowledge. Many of these divine gateways are believed to be, I can't read that word, sorry, Lemurian in origin. They are highly advanced beings who use telepathy and teleportation and are said to have inhabited the earth many millions of years ago. They built great healing temples full of light and crystal and could heal each other with thought and sound. They grew plants and other natural world and designed beautiful gardens and orchards. The Divine Gateway card holds within it the energy of the Garden of Eden, of a time where humans lived in an earthly paradise. A sacred odyssey or quest is indicated. This is the time of journeying inward to gain spiritual insights. Literally. You are in a state of transition. As you raise your vibration into the lighter and finer energies, escape the mundane world and move through this sacred gateway with ease and grace. The portal is starting to open. Do you dare walk through? Guys, that's speaking to me. Now, the next card that flipped out was from the Soul's Journey Oracle, and it is abundance. So it says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I don't think we'll read that one because that one's pretty straightforward. And the next one was happy news. And this is the card, okay? And it says, your prayer is answered in a creative way. So gateways are being open, abundance is on its way, and your prayer is being answered in a creative way. And that makes me think that perhaps it's not the way that you are anticipating. And I have those thoughts because, as I said, I've been in this very profound energy, and things that have popped in are not what I expected at all. So I have a few things going on, like with different goals and whatever, and the things that are popping up are just so random. And I love that, and I explored that when I was sitting in the bed today, chilling out. And I'm just going to seek some advice going forward with this deck, just so you know where I'm at. And that speaks to me in a creative way because, you know what? Spirit and the higher power, however you call that, it might be God, the universe, have to move and shake in the background to bring in your desires, however that may look. And I'm a big belief of divine timing, and though sometimes I get frustrated at my spirit angels and spirit guides and say, come on guys, like I'm ready, like why are we waiting? What's the issue here? What's the hold up? And then I say, sorry, I'm being a brat. But then I reflect and I think, okay, what have I learnt lately? And I've learnt so many things. So although it's not the way that I wanted it to be, I'm still so grateful for the journey. I'm getting goosebumps because I am. I'm still quite emotional today, and I feel that because it's so true for me. Perhaps you can adopt that way of thinking is, okay, it's not how I want it to be right now, but there is a reason for it. And we don't know the reason until progression of life occurs, and in time, you too will be grateful for the journey that you've been through. Just going to get some advice. Some advice from these cards, but I feel like this is not the deck for us. Okay, let's see what this deck has to offer as far as advice and guidance in regards to our true path, embracing our true path, spirit angels and spirit guides of the highest and greatest good. Please show me some, thank you, Spirit. Blessings of innocence and purity. It says, God blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see God. Okay, so God blesses those blessings of innocence and purity. Not sure about that one because I believe that even those of certain pasts that people would perceive as not being innocent and pure are also worthy of blessings, to be honest. So that's a little awkward for me, to be honest, but to each their own. And I'm not talking about people in active, where they're being actively not a good person, but, you know, everyone's had times of not being innocent and pure. And I believe that if your intention is there, God will bless you. We've had more fall on the floor. Okay. So we've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups. And we got the Magician. Okay. So it seems like you're in an energy of fighting with your mind and then perhaps sitting in a little bit of unseen. So the Five of Swords is basically your inner thoughts are basically conflicting, or perhaps you're having minor arguments. But in this card's depiction, it's more like you're in your mind, you're having a struggle mentally. Okay? So also, I'm just looking at the card in further depth, and there is another gentleman on the hill, and there's blood splatter, and he's victorious in the background, if you can just look at that again. But perhaps you or that other person, there's been only one winner, okay? And this one here, she's got all the abundance in one cup, but there's actually 3 other cups that have the potential to fill that abundance as well. But she's not seeing that. She's only just seeing that one cup. And you know what? That comes back to that divine gateway, and your prayers will be answered in creative ways. I feel like you need to look to the other options to find the creative ways. Okay? Stop being in your head and start to manifest it. Okay? You're the magician. You have everything you need to manifest what you want. You have everything you need to manifest your abundance, okay? Abundance is available to you. That's what your true purpose is, your true path. Embrace your true path, I asked, okay? That is your true path, it's abundance. How do you get there? You're going to manifest it. You're going to use all the tools you have learned along the way. You've learned, because the magician uses all of the tarot. So he uses the wands, the cups and the swords and the pentacles, okay? So he brings in all of his knowledge to manifest his desires. So Spirit is asking you to look to the other options and use the tools that you have learnt along the way, along your journey, along your life's journey so far, and use those tools, because blessings are on their way. I mean, regardless, blessings are on their way, okay? So that would be my first thought of that. Do we have any more to offer to this story, Spirit? Any more to offer? How do they embrace their truth path? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got ask for help. All right. Ask for help. And the other one that pulled out at the same time, take the time. Okay? This is not going to happen overnight. I know that we're in the energy of change right now, but we need to actually allow it to come to fruition. And we need to get past those energies of the boredom and the mind games, and not mind games, but the mind going into those negative, conflicting spaces. One thought here, one thought there. These things happen. I know they do because it happened to me too. I'm just going to do one more from this deck just to give you a last message. And hopefully this has brought some clarity to you. Thank you, Spirit. And you got the Robin, and it says, new growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Okay? I love that for you. New growth is on its way. I'm sitting in these energies too. Okay? It's all right. Because we're going to manifest abundance. Okay? We're going to manifest abundance and we're good. Okay? So, to get out of those energies for today, let's say a little prayer. Let's say, Spirit angels and spirit guides of the highest and greatest good, help me have exactly the right frequency to do the things I need to do today. Okay? Be positive, stay delusional, be ruthless, guys. You've got this.